champion the integration of Agile principles, tools, and culture with the traditional project management approaches. This aligns with the Agile philosophy of adapting methodologies to meet the unique needs of each project, under the guiding principle that one size does not fit all. However, for teaching purposes, it is essential to articulate what Agile represents in its purest form. To achieve this, we will just expose traditional project management with Agile project management, specifically through the Scrum framework, using the development of an app from MOOC platform as a concrete example. To develop a MOOC platform app under a traditional project management approach, the process follows a linear, structured path through the initiating, planning, executing and controlling, and closing phases. Each step is meticulously planned and executed in sequence, adhering to the predefined scope, time, and cost constraints. In the initiating phase, the project manager has the responsibility of defining the scope and deliverables in alignment with the customer. For the MOOC platform app, the scope might include features like user registration, course enrollment, video streaming, and a progress tracker. These deliverables are defined in a detailed project charter or a project scope statement, ensuring alignment among stakeholders. The project's feasibility and alignment with organizational goals are assessed, and the risks are identified at this early stage. The planning phase crystallizes the project structure. The team develops a work breakdown structure, WBS, that organizes the project into manageable sections, such as front-end design, back-end development, testing, and deployment. Our responsibility assignment matrix, RAM, clarifies team roles, ensuring accountability for each task. A Gantt chart visualizes the timeline, showing task dependencies and deadlines. For instance, the Gantt chart might display that back-end database integration must be completed before front-end testing begins. Budget estimation occurs simultaneously, and resource allocation is meticulously planned. The rigid nature of this approach requires freezing the scope at this stage. While this provides clarity, it also introduces risks. If requirements change, for instance, if stakeholders later request interactive quizzes or AI-powered recommendations, revisiting the scope may necessitate extensive rework, disrupting the timeline and inflating cost. During execution, the project team adheres strictly to the plan. Developers focus on completing tasks and outlined in the WBS and tracked via the Gantt chart. Regular status meetings ensure alignment with the timeline and budget. In the controlling phase, progress is monitored against the initial plan. Key performance indicators like completed tasks, budget adherence, and milestone achievements are assessed. For example, if user testing reveals issues with video playback, addressing these within the established scope and timeline becomes challenging. Changes at this stage often result in costly delays. In the closing phase, the project delivers the final product, a fully functional MOOC platform app. A detailed project report documents lessons learned, and the project is formally handed over to the operational team for maintenance. While the traditional approach ensures meticulous planning and predictable outcomes, its rigidity can strip adaptability in dynamic environments. Agile project management, particularly through Scrum, offers a more iterative and flexible methodology. This approach embraces change and encourages continuous improvement, focusing on delivering value incrementally. The Scrum process begins by defining a vision for the MOOC platform app. Instead of specifying all features up front, the vision centers on providing a platform that enhances learning accessibility and engagement. The product owner collaborates with stakeholders to create a backlog, a prioritized list of desired features and functionalities. For example, the backlog might initially include high-priority items like user authentication, video streaming, and basic course enrollment, while lower priority items like gamification and AI recommendation are slated for later iterations. The development team get to know the vision in the kickoff meeting, managed by the Scrum Master. meets the customer and then selects items from the backlog to include in the first sprint, focusing on delivering a minimum viable product, MVP, within a fixed time frame, such as 2 weeks. For example, the sprint goal might be to develop a functional user registration system and a basic course catalog. During the sprint, the development team works collaboratively to deliver the selected features. Daily stand-ups ensure transparency and allow the team to address blockers promptly. Unlike traditional methods, Scrum's iterative natures allow for mid-sprint adjustment if unforeseen challenges arise. For example, user feedback during a sprint might reveal that the course catalog layout is confusing. Instead of waiting for a later phase, the team can address this issue immediately, iterating on the design while staying within the sprint scope. At the end of the sprint, the team demonstrates the completed features to stakeholders in a sprint review. Feedback is collected and incorporated into the backlog for future sprints. A retrospective follows, enabling the team to reflect on their processes and identify areas for improvement. This cycle repeats, with each sprint building on the previous one. For instance, subsequent sprints might focus on integrating video streaming, adding progress tracking, and refining the user interface. The iterative approach ensures that the product evolves in response to stakeholder needs and emerging requirements. The key distinction between traditional and agile project management lies in how they handle scope, time, and cost. Traditional methods fix the scope and manage time and cost to achieve it, while Agile fixes time and cost, allowing the scope to evolve. This fundamental difference manifests in their approaches to risk, flexibility, and stakeholder engagement. In the traditional approach, risks are mitigated through comprehensive upfront planning, but unforeseen changes can derail the project. In contrast, Agile's iterative nature inherently reduces risk by delivering value incrementally and enabling rapid adaptation to change. Traditional project management offers predictability, which is ideal for projects with stable requirements and minimal uncertainty. However, Agile shines in dynamic environments where priorities shift and customer needs evolve, as is often the case in software development. By comparing the development of a MOOC platform app through traditional and agile approaches, we see how these methodologies cater to different project needs. Traditional project management provides structure and predictability, while Agile offers flexibility and responsiveness.